This summer, I went to Punchbowl for the very first time, and I was super excited. There was a small lineup to get in, but once I did, I picked up my Punchbowl tasting cup. It was hot as that day. The event barely started and I was already sweating. So we quickly ran over to get our token so we could start grabbing drinks. Even though we came early, people were already piling in to explore the different drink stands. My girlfriend and I are big fans of all things Korean, so we were immediately drawn to a stand that was serving soju. This little haven of Korean alcohol served flavored soju with fresh fruits like watermelon and peach. They had a number of flavors to try, but having drank most of them in the past already, we stuck to apple and peach flavored soju. Now, I don't think the soju fruit punch concoction was the most novel combination I've ever seen, but it tasted great, and on a hot summer's day, it hit the spot just right. Then we hit up another Korean spot that served makgeolli, which for those who don't know is a rich Korean rice wine. By the way, I apologize if I butcher the pronunciation of makgeolli. I don't speak Korean and I am trying, but what I do know is that it was absolutely delicious. Now, I love the flavor, but for me, it was a bit heavy and rich for such a hot day. For me, this would be a great drink to have with a meal while sitting down with friends. Now, speaking of friends, we finally met up with my boo Eric and my friend Aggie. I definitely recommend coming with a group of friends. You can all line up for different things and try everything that much faster. We were getting hungry, so we decided to get some corn from our favorite corn food truck in Vancouver. My girlfriend Carolina absolutely loves Roasted Revolution. We have to get a corn on the cob every time we see this food truck. It was so good, even Eric got one. Despite my huge commercial break about how amazing the corn is, the main theme of the food for the event is actually tacos. By the time we wanted tacos, the taco truck area was so f***ing busy. By the way, here's a small clip of Carolina pretending to be a tacosaurus. The first taco I tried was from the food truck Taco Tigre. The tacos were decent. The tortilla wasn't too thick. Now, a big plus is that they had some very unique flavors. For example, they had the beef brisket pho taco. Then I stole a bite of this big ass taco that my friend Sandra bought from Miso Taco. The meat was super tender. We sat for a while, enjoyed our food and drinks, and had a little chit chat. Aside from trying stuff, it was just nice to sit back and enjoy the atmosphere. Funny side note, we had to go to the washroom and we had to figure out the hand washing station. We looked so stupid as we tried to figure out how to get the water running. It felt like we were walking on a Stairmaster just to get a trickle of water. Aside from Korean drinks, we love ciders. My girlfriend is gluten-free, so ciders are often a go-to for us. These ciders were so refreshing. We put some second cousin in our mouths and we couldn't go back. And then we passed by this taco stand that I was super skeptical about. Not gonna lie, I was so ready for this taco to be shit. Lola's is a restaurant on Commercial Drive that serves Greek food. So what could they possibly know about tacos? I took an uncalculated risk and tried a chicken taco from Lola's. I hate to say this, but this was easily in my top 3 tacos. Their flavor profile was amazing. Mixing bits from Greek and Mexican, the tender chicken pieces, and the Greek sauces made an amazing taco. Now, I don't know if they make this at the restaurant, but if they do, it's definitely worth a try. Next on the list was La Mezcaleria. They are a well-known Mexican spot on Commercial Drive. We got the carne asada with all the fixins. The hot sauce just packed such a good punch. The meat was soft and juicy with a lot of flavors. If you ever visit their store, I highly recommend that you try the quesos fundidos, which is like a cheesy fondue with taco ingredients on top. Now back to our taco. Honestly, it was a very basic taco with simple ingredients, but it was a simple taco done very, very well. If you ever want to judge a restaurant on how good their food is, don't pick the most special and unique item on their menu, but pick the most staple item of that cuisine, and it'll show you how good that restaurant really is. Now that carne asada taco really showed off why La Mezcaleria is such a popular spot on the drive. We actually had quite a few drinks that day, but one drink I really wanted to and felt like I really needed to feature were these soju spritz. Without naming names, most of the seltzers I've had in the past were kind of bland, but this seltzer had such a good strong flavor without being overly sweet. They also added gummy bears to the drink, and I'm such a sucker for gummy bears, so highly recommend. In conclusion, I had a lot of fun at this event. I didn't really show it, but there was music and dancing, and the people were all really friendly. Strangers would talk and dance with each other, and some guy even hit on my girlfriend. And you know what? F that guy. Most of the drinks I had were very good. There were a lot of variety in drinks, there were a lot of different taco vendors. Obviously, there were some drinks I was less fond of and I didn't feature. But most importantly, the lineups were generally not absurd. Some popular booths might take a little bit longer, but most of the time it was pretty okay. Thank you guys for watching and let me know what you guys thought of the event. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.